Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect, tabernacle of David. All right, this lesson is going to land back on the lesson I did yesterday, which currently has 0 views, probably because of the title and the thumbnail. So yeah, you can just go back, see what I'm referencing, but I'm going to attempt to do basically the same video. This one's going to be more precise and exact and not as long. So it's getting into who this devil is and how he knows that he's the devil, and that the scriptures are talking about this devil in particular, and I'm talking about these Idumeans. Okay, so I'm going to read Psalm 2, the whole thing in the King James. I'm going to play a short video, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to read Psalm 2 in the NLT. And we're going to filter the video through the scriptures of Psalm 2. All right, so, and this is famous, if you will, scripture right now, especially. So Psalm 2 and 1. Why do the heathen rage? Right? And the people imagine a vain thing. All right? They think that, they're going to succeed at what they have planned. All right? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, all right, against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and against the 12 tribes of Israel, okay, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. See, we're supposed to have these fools in slavery right now. And they're like this, no, we're going to run this shit. We're going to be in rulership. Okay? The Most High, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. All right? So right about now, they're figuring out, uh-oh, these niggas are waking up. Okay? Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. So the Most High is about to do his thing on these heathen. All right? Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. Here's what's coming, the kingdom. I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Here comes the kingdom. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them to pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. That's us. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Okay? Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are they that put their trust in him. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example of these heathen raging, right? And this didn't start yesterday. Right? This goes all the way back. But they know they are the heathen. They know that they're going into slavery, right? Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. No. All right? They're going to do whatever they can to offset the prophecies, right? They think that they have a fleeting opportunity, right, to defeat the Most High, which is ridiculous. So let's watch this. This is your boy, the devil, L. Ron Hubbard of Scientology, and it's going to go into his dark secret. What is his dark secret? He knows he's the devil, meaning he knows he's an Idumean, He knows what all Idumeans at the top know, that they're the adversary of the Most High, and that their time is just about up, and it's time for them to get put in that cage and get them cufflinks put on. Okay? And they're going to do everything that they can not to have that happen. All right? So this is Good Fight Ministries, October 18th, a couple of days ago, 2020. I believe today is 2021, the 21st of October, 2022. L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology's Dark Secret, an excerpt from Marvel and DC's War on God. This is a book. Doctor Strange, Aleister Crowley, and the Multiverse of Satanism. Part 2 of a 7-part eye-opening documentary series that documents how popular comic books and the movies that they have spawned are riddled with Antichrist themes that glorify gratuitous violence, sexual perversion, blasphemy, and the occult. Okay? Because that's what the devil did. The devil is just being the devil. And L. Ron Hubbard knows that he was the devil. He knows he's Esau. He knows he's hated by the Most High. So they have to find an alternative way, right, to try to rule or stay in rulership when it was the Most High that, gave them the kingdom in the first place for a short amount of time. So let's watch this, and I'll point out some of the main things that is being said here.
L. Ron Hubbard, whose son declared his father not only viewed himself as one with Satan, but also stated that he believed that he was the Antichrist, claimed, as we have seen, that Scientology was his vehicle.
Okay, so it says he was at one with Satan, knowing that Satan is the spiritual demon Satan, and that he's the physical counterpart. He knows that. Okay, play that again.
Son declared his father not only viewed himself as one with Satan, but also stated that he believed that he was the Antichrist, claimed, as we have seen, that Scientology was his vehicle.
Okay, now, he knows that he's not the Antichrist. He knows that he has the spirit of Antichrist. Okay? They know that as well. There's not one person coming who they're going to call the Antichrist, and it's a nation of people, right, whose views and ways that are being forced upon the world, all right, because it's their time to rule. All right, he knows that.
Procured a document addressed to Scientology operating Thetan Level 8s.
Okay, so this video is about a document that L. Ron Hubbard wrote admitting that he knows of the Antichrist spirit that's on him, and it's his job to try to stop the second coming, okay? And he's going to pretty much explain all of that in the document. Or he's going to reveal what his dark secret is. See, Scientology's dark secret. We know we're the devil, and we have to stop Yahweh Shai from coming back and slapping us in chains. That's his dark secret.
Former member of Scientology, written by L. Ron Hubbard, which was given to him as he left Scientology. Scientology OT8s, or Operative Thetan 8s, are the highest level of Scientologists.
So when you graduate, when you reach the highest level of Scientology, they tell you what's really going on. Hey, you're in league with Satan now. We have a job to do. Okay, and that's what this guy who graduated, as these people are graduating now, he was given this letter. Okay, that's what they're explaining right now. I'm going to back it up so you can understand what's going on.
The Antichrist, claimed, as we have seen, that Scientology was his vehicle. I procured a document addressed to Scientology operating Thetan Level 8s from a former member of Scientology, written by L. Ron Hubbard, which was given to him as he left Scientology. Scientology OT8s, or Operative Thetan 8s, are the highest level of Scientologists, akin to 33rd degree Masons in Freemasonry. The gentleman had given a talk on Scientology and had mailed me a document that was given to him by a clerk in Scientology when he was leaving the cult. In this no longer secret document, Hubbard reveals his long-held secret that the ultimate goal of Scientology is to fulfill the prophesied role of the Antichrist as outlined in the book of Revelation, and to derail the second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ.
So he knows he's an Edomite, and if they can't stop Yahushua and the angels from coming back, then they're going to be slapped in chains. He knows that. So they doing any and everything. This dude has made up a religion, made up some stories about the Galactic Federation, all this witchcraft, right, to try and prevent what it says in that Bible from happening. And you just can't do it. Okay, the Most High's word does. Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai's word does not go out void. Right?
However, L. Ron Hubbard, in keeping with Satanist Aleister Crowley's Gnosticism, deceives his followers by portraying Jesus as the bad guy and the Antichrist as the good guy. Hubbard stated that he would soon die, but return as a political leader to lead the world against Christ, and appearing as the coming Antichrist to defeat Jesus at his second coming, who Hubbard blasphemously portrays as an angry pedophile. Though Scientology sought to distance itself from the embarrassing document, despite former members authenticating it, Scientology attorney Kendrick Moxon identified the Antichrist document as copyrighted Scientology material. The document became public record when it was used in court. In the Antichrist document, Hubbard taught his lifelong secret and the goal of Scientology to OT8, stating, quote, "By the time you read this, I will no longer be occupying the body and identity that you have known as Ron. No doubt you are familiar with the Revelations section of the Bible, where various events are predicted. Also mentioned is a brief period of time in which an archenemy of Christ, referred to as the Antichrist, will reign and his opinions will have sway."
Let's talk about the nation of Edom, not one person. Okay, it's all of these so-called Luciferians, light bearers, or the ones with the knowledge that they have, that they've kept from us, that the Most High, he separated us from the true knowledge of what's going on. They have it. They know what is about to happen. But now we're being woken up, and now we have the Lucifer back. Okay, so it's not some spiritual demon Lucifer. No, it's the light. It's the knowledge of what's actually going on in the world. Okay, now there's I'm gonna stop it again real soon to point out this guy's mission.
All this makes for very fantastic, entertaining reading, but there is truth in it. This Antichrist represents the forces of Lucifer, literally the light bearers or light bringer. Lucifer being a mythical representation of the forces of enlightenment, the Galactic Confederacy. My mission could be said to fulfill the biblical promises represented by this brief Antichrist period. During this period, there is a fleeting opportunity for the whole scenario to be effectively derailed.
That's the part, okay? He says he's coming to act in the spirit of Antichrist, right? He said this brief Antichrist period, right? Where basically what he's saying right there is the time that Esau, I said it, was given his short season to rule, this brief period, this brief Antichrist period, he was given a short season to go out and deceive the nations. Okay? That's the brief period he's talking about. Now, this is the main part. During this period, this brief period, there is a fleeting opportunity. What does it mean, fleeting? That means that it's slipping away as we speak. A short time, right? That they have to do what? For the whole scenario to be effectively derailed. What whole scenario? The whole scenario about you having your time to deceive the nations, and then after that, Yahushua is coming back, right? So they're trying to derail the second coming, okay? When Yahushua comes back and slaps them in chains. So he's saying, during this period, the time that we're in now, there is a fleeting opportunity for the whole scenario, meaning when our short season comes to an end, we can derail the second coming and we don't have to go into slavery. He's going to explain that.
Which would make it impossible for the mass Maccabean landing, second coming, to take place. The second coming is designed, among other things, to trigger a rapid series of destructive events. The historic Jesus was not nearly the sainted figure he has been made out to be. In addition to being a lover of young boys and men, he was given to uncontrollable bursts of temper and hatred that belied the general message of love, understanding, and other typical Markov PR.
Okay, so right here he's projecting who he is onto Yahushua. Yahushua is not the devil. That's you, devil. And you had to throw some dirt. You had to bear some false witness in your little letter.
I had an inkling, but only that, of the insidiousness of this material as far back as 1945. That was the time when he was working with Satanist Jack Parsons and corresponding with Satanist Aleister Crowley. He goes on to write, I will soon leave this world only to return and complete my mission with another identity. I will return not as a religious leader, but a political one. I will effectively postpone and then halt a series of events designed to make happy slaves of us all.
Boom, right there. I will effectively postpone, derail, and then halt a series of events designed to make happy slaves of all us Edomites. Meaning he knows what the second coming is about. The second coming is about a series of events, right, that we're going through right now. Let's see. Pull it back. It says, hatred, Slovakia, bear with me. Slovakia. I'm looking for something in particular. Okay, this. The second coming is designed, among other things, to trigger a rapid series of destructive events. Okay, wars and rumors of wars. Okay, earthquakes in diverse places. Pestilence. Okay, that's those destructive events. All right, read that again. The second coming is designed, among other things, to trigger a rapid series of destructive events. Now, what other things? Among what other things? These other things. That you're going into slavery. Here's the other things. Lock it. Okay. A series of events designed to make happy slaves of us all. Isn't that what Yahushua is coming back to do? When he says of us all, he's talking we the people, or all men are created equal. Of us all. Who are the all men that were created equal? The Edomites. Not all men. Okay? Whosoever. Whosoever of the Edomites. Okay? Just like ye men of Israel hear these words, this is ye men of Edom. This pertains to us. Yahushua is coming back to do what? To make happy slaves of the nation of Edom and you other heathens too. And then he says, so there you have it, the secret that I have kept close to my chest all these years. I know that Yahushua is coming back. I know we're the nation of Edom. I know what the Bible says. And we have a fleeting opportunity to derail this series of events that's going to end very bad for us. All right, that's what he's saying.
Events designed to make happy slaves of us all. So there you have it, the secret that I have kept close to my chest all these years. Hey, Joe Schimmel here.
All right, so Joe Schimmel, we don't need to hear from you. Okay, now we'll go back and we'll read Psalms again. Okay, but we'll read it this time in the NLT. Psalms 2 and 1. Why are the nations so angry, especially you Edomites? Why do they waste their time with futile plans? What futile plans? Well, I'm going to come back as the Antichrist, and I'm going to derail the plans of the Most High, namely me going into slavery. Why do the kings of the earth prepare for battle? Are they not doing that? The rulers plot together. That's the NWO. Against the Lord and against his anointed one. Let us break their chains, they cry, and free ourselves from slavery to God. Isn't that what Elron just said right here? Happy slaves of us all. I'm going to effectively postpone and halt a series of events designed to make happy slaves of us all. It's jumping off the page right here. Okay? Let us break their chains, they cry, and free ourselves from slavery to God. But, here's what's going to happen. But the one who rules in heaven, the Most High, laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. Then in anger he rebukes them, terrifying them with his fierce fury. That's that series of calamitous events. You scare the shit out of them first. For the Lord declares, I have placed my chosen king on the throne in Jerusalem on my holy mountain. The king proclaims the Lord's decree. The Lord said to me, you are my son today. I have become your father. Only ask and I will give you the nations as your, there's that slavery right there, as your inheritance. The whole earth as your possession. You will break them with a rod of iron and smash them like clay pots in your rulership in the kingdom of heaven. When these Edomites are going to be slaves. So what are they doing? They're trying to use this fleeting opportunity to derail the second coming. Now then, you kings, talking about the mainly the elect of Israel, be warned, you rulers of the earth, serve the Lord with reverent fear and rejoice with trembling. Submit to the Most High's royal Son, or he will become angry and you will be destroyed in the midst of all your activities, for his anger flares up in an instant. Well, he was right about he might get mad, but not the way that you described it. You're describing him as you're looking in the mirror. But what joy for all who take refuge in him. That's us. We take refuge, okay, in the fortress. All right, so with that, let me go here to show you what they plan on trying to do. I tried to do this yesterday and the whole thing froze up. Internet froze up. Let's see. Revelation 19. KJV. Go down to 19 and 19. All right. This is them trying to use this moment to derail the second coming. All right. Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast, NATO and the EU, and the kings of the earth, all the and their armies, all the armies of the earth, gathered together, World War III. All right. When World War III, they stopped fighting each other for a minute. Gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. They're trying to derail the second coming. So Elron, he knows, right? He's one of those Lucifers, one of those light bearers, the ones with the knowledge of what? The knowledge of what is about to happen. And you can best believe all those OT8s, Thetans, and Masons and all, they know what is about to happen. And they're actively going about trying to derail the second coming. But what happened? Okay. They failed. Okay? They failed. You read 20 and 21, they clearly failed. All right? So try as you might. All right? Try as you may. This is the same war in heaven. Who sat upon the horse? 19 and 11. Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Jump to 14, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. So they're going to try out of the devil's own mouth. He caused his mouth to fall upon himself. They're going to try to derail the second coming. Here it is again, Revelation 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven, in the sky. Okay? And the devil, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So they failed. And quickly, I'm going to show you that this heaven is talking about the sky. Okay. And war broke out in heaven, World English. There was war in the sky. New Heart, there was war in the sky. Looks like this. Where is it? Gotta dig it out. Okay. Blue angels. This is Satan and his blue angels. This is Michael and his angels. And there was war. And there came war in heaven in the sky. Michael and his angels, right here, made war on the serpent. The serpent and his blue angels made war. When I say blue, I'm just trying to get you to understand what this is talking about. This is what it's talking about. All right? So anyway, they're going to try to derail the second coming. It's not going to work. All right? And that's as far as I'll go. Try to keep it short. With that, we hope that the elect were edified. You brothers and few sisters, with that, shalom.